BKOP family. Hope you guys are staying safe. Remember, wash those hands. Wash them really, really well. ABC twice. And definitely no touching of the eyes, no touching of the nose, and oh no, not the mouth. Please, please stay as safe as you can. Today, we are going to speak on the topic, glorifying God in every situation. And no doubt, in the situation that we are in today, we need to be able to glorify God. Our scripture is going to come from St. John chapter 9, verse 1 through 13. Here we are going to look at how Jesus healed the blind man. So now, boys and girls, we are going to go into the Word. I want you to get your phones, get your tablets, because we are going to read from St. John chapter 9, verse 1 through 13. Don't worry, we're not going to read the entire 13 verses, but that's where our story can be found. You say, where is St. John? Remember, we studied the first 4 books of the New Testament called the 4. That is correct, the 4 Gospels. And we are going to turn to John, which is the 4th of the 4 Gospels. So there's Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Let's say that together. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. So we are going to turn to John, chapter 9, 1 through 13. Okay, boys and girls, I trust you have now found John chapter 9, verse 1, and we are going to start reading. Verse 1 said, "Now Jesus passed by. He saw a man who was blind from birth." Do we know what it means to be blind? Kyle, Destiny, what do you think it means to be blind?
I think that it means that you cannot see.
That is absolutely correct. Blind means that you are unable to see. So let us practice for a minute. I want you to close your eyes, put your hand over your eyes. Remember, no peeking now. Can you see anything? I surely can't. But think about this man's life from the time he was born. He wasn't even able to see how to wash his hands. Boys and girls, we have to wash our hands numerous times throughout the day. Could you imagine what life was like for him? In verse 2, Jesus' disciples asked him a question. They said, "Rabbi, who sinned?" Do we know what the word rabbi means? That is so correct. Rabbi means teacher. And no doubt you all have teachers that you missed in the last week. I'm quite sure you missed your teachers a whole lot from being in the classroom with them. But nonetheless, you still were learning. So we know, boys and girls, that Jesus was a teacher. Just like I said before, you have your teachers in the classroom, so that Jesus taught us the importance of caring for others. Jesus cared for this blind man. And so today, we want you also to care for those that are around you. We want to give a special thanks to those who are working the front line. We know that you are caring for those that are sick among us. You might not know them personally, but you are caring for them, and we thank you for that. To our children, we want you to make sure that you care for those that are in your household. Give them some water if they need it. Ask them how they're feeling. Give them an extra pillow. And in all things, above all things, make sure that you wash your hands. Wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. Now, Jesus healed the blind man in a very unusual way. He took a little bit of mud from the ground and placed it over the man's eyes. And he told him something. He told him to go and wash in the pool of Shiloh. the man had to do something. He had to believe that what Jesus said would really work. Do you know what they call this healing that took place? You are correct. It is called a miracle. And indeed, a miracle was performed on that day. Today, we too are being asked to do something very unusual to stay safe. What is it that you're asked to do? You are asked to keep your distance and wash those hands. Simple, but that is how we are going to stay safe. So finally, my BKOP family, remember, be considerate, be caring, and be careful. Love you.